لله نستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله لا نبي بعده اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. My dear respected brothers, thank you for your time together here in this blessed masjid, inshallah, to attend the regular Saturday program. Inshallah, as usual, we're going to start with the recital of Quran. So, brother, can you read the ayat, please? Maybe in front of this.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدعو اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Have you seen him who denies the recompense? That is he who repulses the orphan harshly and urges not on the feeding of al-miskin. So woe to those performers of salat, those who delay their salat, those who do good deeds only to be seen of men, and withhold al-ma'un, small kindness like salt, sugar, water.
Next, we are going to hear a recital of hadith. Brother Bahar, please.
This is from Riyadh Solihin, chapter 362, Prohibition of Magic. Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, avoid the 7 destructive things. It was asked by those present, what are they? O Messenger of Allah. He replied, associating anyone or anything with Allah in worship, practicing sorcery, killing of someone without a just cause whom Allah has forbidden, devouring the property of an orphan, eating of usury or riba, fleeing from the battlefield, and slandering chaste women who never even think of anything touching chastity and are good believers. Hadith Bukhari and the commentary of this hadith. This hadith has already appeared earlier. All the acts mentioned in it are unlawful. The teaching, learning, and practicing of magic are all unlawful. And Imam Al-Nawawi has quoted this hadith here to prove the prohibition of magic in Islam.
So now we are going to start the program. So I will please our respected Sheikh Saleem, please.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiya lahu. Wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsan ila yawmiddin. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتضل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير. So my dear respected brother, I don't remember very well. I think we have stopped the last time in the verses number 25 in chapter Al-Imran. That's why I told the brothers, you also follow me by Quran, and you mentioned you have to remember, everybody have to remember in which of the verses that we have stopped. Because the main target is that we can understand the Quran, the little simple translation, the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our intention is to complete the Quran. So that's why when I give the speech in khutbah in Jum'ah also, I sing from Quran, in Saturday also from the Quran. So alhamdulillah, our brother Tariq also, when he also started from chapter Al-Fatiha, so I think inshallah we will cover also many, 2 years, many verses from the Quran inshallah. So I will not go too much details in the verses from Quran, the simple, the translation, a little explanation, and everybody can understand the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So today, alhamdulillah, now our brother is recording. Maybe next time he can remember where we stopped. So brother, we check now, this is the verses number 26 from chapter Al-Imran. We completed Surah Fatiha, and we completed Surah Baqarah. This is the chapter 3 in Quran, Surah Al-Imran, chapter Al-Imran. If somebody want to follow from Quran, you can follow with me. Then the verses number 26. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in this, the ayah, in these verses, say, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, O Allah, possessor of the kingdom, you give the kingdom to whom you will, and you take the kingdom from whom you will, and you endue with honor whom you will, and you humiliate whom you will. In your hand is the good. Verily, you are able to do all things. So here, before this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explaining something about the Bani Israel, the people who have given the scriptures, Yahud and Nasara, Christian and Jews. Allah ta'ala mentioned also, they are not accepting Islam, they are not accepting Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a last and final messenger out of jealous. Why is not come from our family? So here in this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioning, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to honor someone, Allah can. Allah is, it's all belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this way in this ayah, for example, the kingdom and the honors, humiliate someone, honor someone, endue with honor. So this which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to someone, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do this. This is in hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All authority, you are able to do all things. This was mentioned about innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. So Allah ta'ala wanted to explain, for example, before the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the responsibility of the lead, the community to Bani Israel. Mentioned before also Israel, you know, Israel means is the name of Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam. Israel, like Abdullah. Israel means Abdullah. So Yaqub alayhi salam, the other name is the Israel. So that's why this all family, Yaqub family, is called the Israel family. Later also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will mention, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honor, for example, Adam, Noor, Ibrahim. So this from Ibrahim have Ismail and Ishaq. Ishaq is his son is the Yaqub. So you see, Yaqub family is all, so many prophets came from Yaqub, the family. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them to lead the community at that time, responsibility, but they didn't utilize this well. They didn't do the job properly. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed the prophethood to other family of Ismail. This is from Arab. Because Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam, he was the Musta'arab. He lived in the Makkah, he became also Arabic. So Prophet Islam is from family of the Ismail alayhi salatu wasalam. So this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling, nowadays also if you check, someone is very rich now. Suddenly he became very poor. Someone have the honor in the community, now nobody respect him. Because before, when he have money, he didn't respect him. When he has honor, he didn't respect this position. So this is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed. So you are the Jews people, Christian and the Jews. Before, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you a lot of chance. Many prophets came to you, among you, but you tried to kill the prophet. You didn't do your job well. You didn't honor, you didn't keep the responsibility. Then Allah Ta'ala changed to the Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, to other families, the Arab. So this Allah Ta'ala said, say Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, O Allah, possessor of the kingdom, you give the kingdom to whom you will, and you take the kingdom from whom you will. And also you endue with honor whom you will, and humiliate dishonor whom you will. In your hand is the good. Only the good in your hand. The good, all good in your hand. Only in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not by force of the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He changed. He said, I am the prophet. He said he cannot. If he said there was someone, I am the prophet, how can he receive the revelation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Even the one time the Prophet ﷺ came to him, one person, to ask him something. Prophet ﷺ said, I will give you the answer tomorrow. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stopped the wahi. Said, how you said, I will give you the answer tomorrow? Why you didn't say, inshallah? If Allah wills, then. He didn't use the inshallah. Then Allah ta'ala stopped it in the wahi. So this way nobody can, by his force and by, nobody can change this, the prophethood. Even the mention, the honor, money, reach, you possess the kingdom, something, is not by force of someone. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants, then Allah is. So this is the simple translation for this, the ayah. So this way you will find now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam have kingdom, powers, honor, everything. Leadership to rule the all universe. How long is work? Many years. For example, if you check India, Muslim people ruled 1,000 years. If you check Spain, many years people, the Muslim world also. If you check the now it is many science development, is all the founder is the Muslim. You will find. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give also chance to from prophets long time, but we didn't respect this also. Now we lost. We are fighting each other. Make a small country. Now we became the enemy of our Muslim. In our community, if someone wants freedom or something, and we try to kill them for power, for this and this. So we lost. Now is the leadership went to America, to Europe, America. So this is change. Because Allah Ta'ala gave us this responsibility, we didn't take care of this. Like computer, for example, if you have many virus come attack your computer, there is no protection. The virus eat all the computer. Now in Muslim community we have many viruses. We are not doing this virus, we are evolving more, fire more. Now you can see that in Muslim, the country now is fighting one brother with others. So this is the weakness, this unity. We don't have unity, we don't have the honor, we respect each other's. We forgot our. So it need maybe long again time, maybe later is the coming. We understand what is our duty, what is our responsibility, who I am. If someone can understand, then because Allah Ta'ala mentioned that you are the human Khalifatullah fil ard. And then about the Muslims mentioned kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. You are the best nation ummah. You are the for others. No, there are other people ruling you now. So what is our position now? So that's why this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala they changed. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explaining the more is the everything's in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You check. Now we are in winter. In the summer, Allah ta'ala said, you تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب. You check around you, season, everything. You make the night to enter into the day. And you make the day enter into the night. This is the increase and decrease in the hours of the night and day during the winter and summer. Now we are summer or winter? Winter. So winter is day and very short. Night is very long. So many part of the day enter in the night. When summer comes, day became very long. Some part of night enter in the day. Then Allah Ta'ala mentioned also تُخْرِجُ الْحَيَّ مِنَ الْمَيِّتِ وَتُخْرِجُ الْمَيِّتَ مِنَ الْحَيِّ. So this one, even human, from where it came? From death. The semen is death. It's come from the life. Then from this comes the life. For example, egg. For birth is the death. So from death is coming the life. So this is came from the life. So this all what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. Allah Ta'ala said this is the one which is increasing, decreasing, and coming. Someone from the you bring the living out of the death, and you bring the death out of the living. You give the wealth and sustenance to whom you will without a limit. So this is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This everything. This the powers, authority is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If anyone, the belief, if you live, especially in Muslim country, for example, one migrant person became the president of some country. Can you imagine in any Muslim country? So this is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One is the migrate his father to America, Obama. He became the kingdom. He is the president. Nobody can imagine. If you live in Muslim country, you cannot imagine maybe one day you will get the citizen of this country. One of the doctor came last time from Malaysia. Then I asked him. He said, "I am living 30 years." I asked him, "Do you came from Malaysia or from India?" He said, "You don't ask about the Muslim country that if someone live there, he is the citizen of this country." But in Japan, if you live 5 years, now many our relatives now Japanese now. They are named before Harun Rashid. He became Hasegawa. He said this one. He said no, you cannot imagine. He said, I am Indian. I am from India. I cannot get the citizen of the Malaysia. He said. So this is our. So this one, when we are living in Muslim country, we cannot imagine our mentality. When you came to Japan and other countries, then you can imagine maybe someone can. So this is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can change. Because I remember one thing, when I was in Libya, majority students from Africa. Many from Indonesia, some from Myanmar, some from Bangladesh, some from India, some from Pakistan, majority. So we have many friends, we live together. Because sometimes all they say, Saleem, you can see one day we black people will rule this world. You must be see. In any country, must be you can see the one president will be from black. He said people don't respect us. People say, oh, you are uneducated, you don't have money, and you are this. So he said, because he has faith, he said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will change. Whether Muslim or non-Muslim, we don't care. So this one we can. So this is why we cannot hate someone. We cannot humiliate. We cannot, for example, dishonor. We cannot say someone the poor this or we don't respect him. This is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Poor can be the rich, and you are the rich became one day the poor. One day you don't have money. Suddenly it's happened. When the accident happened in my country, maybe now in Syria also, many rich people, they don't have now the money to provide food. Government destroyed the houses and this, and before they have a lot of money, big business. Business destroyed, house, the burn, and so nothing. So this is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So here this Allah Ta'ala said, it check also this decrease and increase. The everything, so the human also, human from where you came, from death, and so the birth, everything. So this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the possible. تخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب. Sometimes you'll get one person, maybe here I saw many brothers in Japan also. Before 1 year is very suffering. Maybe giri only income, Juman, everything finished. Next year, third year, after that he became the Ichokuman. Yeah. So this is the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave. Suddenly change. Because the business, open the business. He got a lot of the profit. Before he is going by bicycle, he doesn't have a car also. Suddenly he became the owner of the Ichokuman. Thousand man. So this Allah Ta'ala mentioned here. And you give wealth and sustenance to whom you will without limit, nature and our account. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in other things. لا يتخذ المؤمنون الكافرين أولياء من دون المؤمنين ومن يفعل ذلك فليس من الله في شيء إلا أن تتقوا منهم تقاه ويحذركم الله نفسه وإلى الله المصير. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned is also very important because this Ahlul Kitab, Jews and Christian non-believers, disbelievers who doesn't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even the mushrikeen, all in this the one group kafir. They doesn't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let not the believers take the disbelievers as awliya. You cannot take non-Muslims, disbelievers, you are wali. Awliya means supporters, helpers, instead of the believers. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, Allahu waliyul ladina amanu. Allah is the protector of the believers. Allah is the wali of the believers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are wali, you are friends, you are protector, you are helper, you are supporter. So Allah ta'ala said this, the kafir, disbelievers, they are the enemy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, said you are the my wali, you cannot make the friendship with the one who is not believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And don't afraid, this also keep Allah ta'ala keep for the exception also. If you live in non-Muslim country, if you don't show the friendship with non-Muslim maybe they will disturb you. At that time you can show. It's not from your heart, from your tongue. You can see. So this is what we have here in Japan. There's the friendship, like Saudi Arabia and Japan friendship. So this is that friendship. So this is what Allah here mentioned. And whoever does that will never be held by Allah in any way, except if you indeed fear of danger from them, and Allah warns you against Himself, His punishment, and to Allah is the final return. So if you're afraid the dangers, or if I don't show the friendship with non-Muslim, maybe they will do something harm to me. Especially for those, the Muslims who are the minority. Now in Japan we are the minority. In the non-Muslim country, Muslim is minority. In minority Muslim, because if you are majority, you don't afraid in your country. For example, in India, in Japan, in Myanmar, in this country, you can show the friendship to protect yourself from their dangers. But it's from tongue, not from heart. The wali is the wali, you are the close friend, is come from the heart. So you can give your heart to someone who believes in oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this one also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because they are not believing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are trying to disturb you and this you, then you make also the friendship with them. So this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the mentioning at that time to the Sahaba, to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his followers Sahaba, don't make wali these non-Muslims. At that time, maybe some Sahaba, they are trying to make the friendship with non-Muslim, with Ahlul Kitab or someone. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is strongly telling this no. But if you're living in one village, one area, there's the majority kafir, you are the minority, maybe you're afraid the danger from them, then you can show. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling, قُلْ إِن تُخْفُوا مَا فِي صُدُورِكُمْ أَوْ تُبْدُوهُ يَعْلَمْهُ اللَّهُ وَيَعْلَمُ مَا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَاللَّهُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. Say Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, whatever you hide, what is in your breast, or reveal it, Allah knows it, and He knows what is in the heavens and what is in the earth. And Allah is able to do all things. So this way, if you hide something inside, if you utter this, if you tell this, everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows is very clear. It's for Allah is the very easy, you cannot hide. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling you don't make the friendship with them, but secretly you are making the friendship with non-Muslim or someone, Allah Ta'ala knows. Maybe your community doesn't know. So nowadays what is happening in our Muslim countries, we make the all non-Muslim our protector, wali and this one. We supply information to them. Because you love them more than your Muslim brothers. So that's why if you go to Palestine also, in Palestine, people working for Israel, giving the information. Because there's the war between Hamas and this one, the last time. The one time they cannot, in the fighting, many Hamas group became shaheed, nitrate. Why? Because they supplied information. They said Hamas group is there and there and they give. Then after that they also killed many spies. So that means the war. So this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here telling even قُلْ إِن تُخْفُوا مَا فِي صُدُورِكُمْ تُبْدُوهُ يَعْلَمْهُ اللَّهُ. Even if you hide, maybe nowadays little advanced, that's why they understand. So this is why before also I studied about between Israel and the Hamas. Now Hamas always success in the war. Why? Before they have many spies. if there's the one in one house, there's the one Hamas group, there's the one spy. In every house is spy. They inform the Israeli people, Israeli soldier about what they are planning, what they are doing, what everything. So they cannot. The latest they developed strategy. Almost maybe they have in the spy in the Gaza, maybe few, not many. Even same in our Muslim in Myanmar also. If I check the Myanmar government, we say Muslim suffering, it's cost main Muslim. They supply the information. If you are in this home, for example, there's the 100% Muslim, no Buddhist, no, nobody knows. But Muslim, one of your brother tell you, there's someone came. Give you wrong information. Maybe he doesn't have gun, he said someone came with gun or someone. So this is in our Muslim communities happen too much. So that means that we are making the wali friendship with this non-Muslim, these people. Because this is very harmful for Muslim community. Then even if there's the war, we cannot win. Because in your home, there's your enemy inside, the information supplier. For example, now we are here giving the lecture, everything is open. If someone they give the information, wrong information, maybe the police come and check. It happened in Japan also in many masjid. One of the imam give the speech in khutbah, maybe talk about America or someone at that time, and someone informed the intelligent group, and this imam said in this one, that it came the why imam what give a speech and which and this and many. These the people coming for prayer and supplying the information. So this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this country is freedom, there's the freedom. Nobody can do any harm to you because there's the after investigation. But in our country, in the country where there's no rule, the people shoot them, kill them immediately. So that's what Allah ta'ala mentioned here. Oh Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, tell them whatever you hide, what is in your breast, or reveal it, Allah knows it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows it the better. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punish you if by your words, by your hiding something or by words, if someone is disturbed or harmful in this world, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punish you. Everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows, what is in heaven and sky, everything that belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is able to do all things. In the day of the judgment, for example, someone made friendship with non-Muslim, someone many crime he hide, and so in the day of the judgment, what will be his condition? And when everything will be there submitted to him. Now this you are good, this you are the bad. You prayed, you give the sadaqah, charity in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You meet with your brothers with a smile face and you are very kind and many things. And other side, you did the many crimes. At that time, what you will wish? Allah Ta'ala mentioned here now. يَوْمَ تَجِدُ كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَا عَمِلَتْ مِنْ خَيْرٍ مُحْضَرًا وَمَا عَمِلَتْ مِنْ سُوءٍ تَوَدُّ لَوْ أَنَّ بَيْنَهَا وَبَيْنَهُ أَمَدًا بَعِيدًا وَيُحَذِّرُكُمُ اللَّهُ نَفْسَهُ وَاللَّهُ رَءُوفٌ بِالْعِبَادِ. On the day when every person will be confronted, every person, there is nobody, confronted with all the good he has done and all the evil he has done. Because the human, you must be, if you say no, I didn't do any sin, must be you did something evil. Maybe small, maybe big, major, or because the human insan is from nisyan. Insan always forgets. Even if you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sometimes you forget ahkam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you didn't fulfill. You didn't do your job well. You didn't perform the duty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala properly. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala submit in front of you, this is the evil you did, this is the good you did. And He will wish that there were a great distance between him and his evil. He wished, no, I don't want to see the evil. It's a very big distance. I cannot see, then by this my good I can enter easily to Jannah. Allah warns you against himself, his punishment, and Allah is full of kingdom, the kindness to his slaves. So this Allah Ta'ala said, I will warn you against his punishment. You have to afraid the punishment. I am Rahim also, I am very kind. But you have to remember, I am also very strong giving the punishment. You have to remember, nowadays, we are Muslim, always we remember one thing, Allah is the very kind. If I do any crime, Allah forgive me. Allah put me in the Jannah. In the other side, we are forgetting. There's the water, there's the fire also. We always remember the water to drink. We have to remember the why the fire is burning. Because Allah is the Adl. Allah is the just. In the day of the judgment, if someone did a lot of crime, he don't get punishment. The one who did a lot of good thing, and so there's no just, no Adl. Must be the one who did the good. He have to get the good place, Jannah, paradise. For example, nowadays you work a lot of job, many job, hard work. Maybe you don't have income because this dunya maybe. Someone not work well, but he have nice house, nice wife, with luxury house, and this one. So in the day of the judgment, if you work for sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will get this luxury, you will get peace, you will get nice wife, you will get nice house, nice building you want. Maybe someone imagine how can one person can get this equal of this world. In this world, now for human, your brain, your eyes, you can see this world. Allah Ta'ala has million this world. But this world can also make many streets. For example, this from earth is became the one floor, 2 floor, 3 floor. Million can floor. So one person can get one floor. So equal of the one in this dunya. So this way in Jannah, in Akhirah, if you imagine, if you think that in this dunya, you forget this. It doesn't mean you don't enjoy in this dunya, you enjoy. It's halal, legally. Not to kill someone for your, you enjoy, and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, you follow, you have to establish the peace, you have to establish the adl, justice, then you can enjoy in this dunya and akhirah also. This dunya will be also Jannah. Nowadays, that we said we are Muslim, in our country, people doesn't want to live in Muslim country. They get more comfortable in non-Muslim country. Because we are very far from the Quran, from guidance of the Quran. We said I am Muslim, but I am very far from Islam. There's the difference between Muslim and Islam. Islam is what is mentioned Allah Ta'ala in Quran and the Prophet Islam. This is Islam. Everything what we are doing is not belong to Islam. It belongs to me, to Muslim. I am Muslim to belong to me. Islam doesn't say, for example, you lie, you cheat someone, you kill someone. So if I kill, it's not go to Islam, it belong to me. It must be make the difference. If you check in the Japanese TV, maybe they will say Islam, because they don't know about Islam this way. They mix between the follower and the religion. So this way, in the day of the judgment, if you want, I never want to see the evil. So we have to avoid the forbidden things, manhiyat, evil action, evil things. Because the evil is the part of the shaitan, is the shaitan bringing. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the other one. Also this next ayah. This maybe one ayah you can give the one full lecture. This Allah ta'ala mentioned, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِ يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. say Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to mankind, to all the humans, whether it's Japanese, non-Japanese, all humans, if you really love Allah, then follow me. Accept Islamic monotheism. Follow the Quran and the Sunnah. Allah will love you and forgive your sins. And Allah is oft forgiving, most merciful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also this one telling, to the non-Muslim, to Christian, to Jews, these people. Because nowadays also Christians say, oh, we are with Isa, we are the group of the Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. You don't accept Isa is the God, you go to hell. Isa is the son of Allah. This can be the fathers. And also Yahud people, they said we are the choiceful people of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are not. You see, many prophets came to our family. They are telling that we are the very closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because everybody can say, I am the very close person to Allah. For example, everybody can say, I am the very, if someone go, I am very close to the Koizumi, Prime Minister of Japan, for example. What is the document? What is your document? So this is why when the Christian and the Jews, they are telling, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if you are the very closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you pretend that Allah love me, I am very. So Allah ta'ala said, Kul in kuntum tuhibbun Allah, if you if you said that if you really love Allah, then follow me. Then follow the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because he is the last prophet. He is the last and final prophet. You have to follow. If you follow me, then I will understand you that you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you follow me, yuhbibkumullah. Allah love you and forgive your sin also. And you became ahibba'ullah. If you want to become ahibba'ullah, you have to follow the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You have to follow. Allah Ta'ala said, Qul, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you tell them. Nowadays also we have many people. Oh, we say someone ahibba'ur Rasul, someone the lover of the Prophet, someone is but they don't pray. They said, I am the lover of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I am the lover of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you are the follower of the Prophet, if you love the Prophet, you have to follow the Prophet's guidance. Quran and the Sunnah. If you don't know Quran, if you don't know the Sunnah, if you are very far from Quran and the Sunnah, just if you say by mouth, in the road, maybe you make the slogan, I love the Prophet, it's not. That's Allah Ta'ala giving here rule. Even for Christian, for Jews, they also say in the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You say Muhammad, you no, we are the very closer person to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling in the Quran, if you claim this, you follow the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So every person has, whether he is from Africa, he is from Asia, from Australia, from America, from Europe, all the humans. If you say that I love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have to follow the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Qul in kuntum tuhibbun Allah fattabi'uni. Say Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you really love Allah, then follow me. Accept Islam first. You have to say Islam. Islamic, the monotheism, and you have to follow the Quran and the Sunnah. We are following the Quran and the Sunnah. Someone say, no, we love the Prophet but we pray in heart. They don't want. No need Quran and the Sunnah. Just we love the Prophet and we can go Jannah in the day of the judgment. Prophet in the day of the judgment say you, I don't know. I don't know you. Because you don't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you didn't follow me. Nowadays, for example, Christian, they say, in the day of the judgment, Isa Islam tell you, we don't know, I don't know you. Why you make me God? Why you make me son of Allah? Why you make me... Who told you? Well, now they are waiting, the Christian, for example, Isa Islam come again, then when Isa Islam come, before the day of the judgment, he will come as a ummah, as a follower of the Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He will believe in Allah, he will believe in the last Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He will become like you and other person. But he will lead this in what? He also will be one of the follower of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He doesn't come in the later as a prophet. Before he was the prophet. And When he will come as follower of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So at that time he will deny this Christian, the one who invented by himself that changed many things in their books. So this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran, this book is written by their hands, not from, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't give any guarantee. About the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the guarantee, Inna nahnu nazzalna zikra wa inna lahu lahafidhun. Allah ta'ala said, I will take care of this Quran. Nobody can change. Allah ta'ala doesn't give any guarantee to any other books. Because this book was not the final book. This is the book from some family, Israel family and this family and that family. This Quran for all the people, not only for Arab, not for Makkah, Medina people, for all humans, for all the nations. That's why if you check in Islamic history, those who serve this deen, not all from Arab. Bukhari, for example, who is Arabic? Not Arabic. Imam Bukhari, maybe is this one in Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan or this area. Many big the kings, leaders. Salahuddin Ayyubi was not Arabic. For example, Ibn Khaldun, the one who is the founder of the Ilmul Nafs. So many of the scholars, Imam Abu Hanifa, for example, is not Arabic. So many, because someone studied Arabic, studied the Arabic, he's maybe from Africa, maybe he's from the Central Asia, from others, then he served this deen. Because this deen is for all, this one. You will find maybe in Indonesia, the great scholars, they also serve this deen a lot. So this not, because Islam is not only for Arab, it's for all humans. So that's why everybody have, they are the participants. Everybody share. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala conclude the ayah. قُلْ أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَالرَّسُولَ فَإِن تَوَلَّوْا فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْكَافِرِينَ. Say Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, obey Allah and the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, this is must. This is the must. You have to obey Allah, Message of Allah, this Quran, and the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. If you say, I am Christian, I am Jews, I am closer to Allah, I am Ahibba'ullah and son of Allah, and these many, no, Allah said no. You have to follow the Allah and the Messenger. In our country also someone said, I am this family rich and this one, my family belong to Ali and belong to this Muhammad, belong to Abu Bakr, Umar. No. If you say this family and you don't follow the guidance of Allah and the Prophet, nobody can save in the day of the judgment. It's not the family status. It's not by you say that I am closer to Allah, I am the family of kingdom, this king. You come, you follow Quran and the Sunnah. You follow Islam. You follow the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and guidance of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If they turn away, if nobody accepts that Allah is the one, nobody believe in oneness of Allah, nobody believe in the last messenger Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then Allah does not like the disbelievers. That means He doesn't believe in Allah. He is disbelievers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't like these people. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like those people who believe in oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who follow Quran and Sunnah, who follow the Allah and the messengers. So we make dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have to understand this, the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah will be follower of the Allah and the messenger Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we will be inshallah success in this dunya, in akhirah also. This is the simple message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to follow. This is the success. So inshallah next week, please brother remember, inshallah, next week, after next week brother Tariq will give a speech, and after that next month in December, our verse number will be 33. In 33, the verses, when we start, inshallah, we'll understand why this chapter became Surah Al-Imran. Why this give the name, because the chapter is named by when you read this whole chapter, you understand why it became the Al-Imran. Al-Imran means the family of the Imran. This chapter is because later Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala discussed about Imran family. So this chapter is became Al-Imran. Before Baqarah, cow, because there is the special point. For example, if you enter the restaurant, they ask you, what is the osusume? If there be special in this restaurant, this is the demand. The name come for this. Oh, in this restaurant we want this the chicken curry very delicious. So in this chapter, this is the Surah Imran family is the very famous. Before this the cow, and before this Al-Fatiha. So inshallah next lecture we can understand why mention this chapter with the chapter of the Al-Imran. So alhamdulillah, today we understand the simple message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from this chapter. Allah ta'ala will have to follow this the ayah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If we can, everybody can understand what is our responsibility, what is our the duty. It's also mentioned here because the leadership and this one, why Allah ta'ala honors someone, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala humiliates someone. It's according to our the act. Because if someone studying well, properly, became very brilliant, automatically he will get the chance. If someone lazy, sleepy, he doesn't want to study, he never succeeds in examination. So it's the depend on us. So if you want to change ourselves, we have to work. So last time one of the from Saudi Arabia came, this Dr. what is his name? Hayatullah. He also mentioned the many points. You are ruh, al-janib al-ruhi, spiritual, moral, economical, social. So in every section, if you are at least the 50-50, you have balance. If some side is the minus, you lose the balance in our life. So Allah SWT give us the faith that we can keep the balance, inshallah. That will be the honor in this dunya and akhirah. Not non-Muslim. And second, Allah Ta'ala here mentioned the optional. For example, in non-Muslim country, your country is the Muslim majority country, like in Japan. If you feel the fear, the dangers, then you can show the friendship. You can, this one not from friendship is not come from heart by mouth. You can say we are the friend and Japanese friendship. There's the many groups in Japan, Muslim friendship, the relationship, this kind of. But in your country, because we have to support the Muslim, not non-Muslim. Because the non-Muslim, he never ever do anything good for Muslims. You can check in the history, for example, India, when the British colonized, before Muslim ruling, 1,000 years. When British colonized came, because for power, brother or someone and fight and British, they colonized. So British support the Hindus. In every section, because they know that one day we have to leave this country. So when they are living in leadership, everything they became Hindu now. They can. Same happened in my country also. Our area, Arakan, is not part of the Myanmar historically. It's the one that is separate the Muslim country. But when the Myanmar colonized and they put in the front all non-Muslims. So this one must be we have to support the Muslims. You choose someone the good. No, it must be all the Hindu, because Muslim country must be the all leader from Muslims. If you go to non-Muslim country, they never allow you. They never choose the Muslim. If in non-Muslim country there is the majority Muslim area, for example, that automatically come the Muslim leaders. So even in the Shara'an, not in the, must be we have to support the Muslim leaders.
Yes. Well, in this case, if actually the Muslim is not trustworthy, is not fit for that position, then how can we do in that case?
If not the fit for position, you choose the other one, there's the alternative. In Muslim, not all everybody bad, not the everybody bad. There's the good Muslim also. You have to support the good Muslim. Even for example, they mention, for example, Jakarta. There's the governor of Jakarta, this area. It's not all the Muslim leaders is the bad. There's some good Muslim leaders you have to support. But what happened now in our Muslim community? I am this group. We are this group, and good the Muslims, they don't get the support of the majority. But Muslims have understand. I have to, for sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even I am not from this group, I have to support this person. For example, in Japan, for example, we have ICOG, Islamic Center, and this one, many Muslim, for example, names. If I know there's someone from ICOG, bad person, I don't support him. You support Islamic Center. You support maybe other group, Muslim, other group. At least the Muslim good person come. So this I mean. If someone Muslim is the very bad, harmful for community, avoid him. You select the choice that someone is good. If there is no any choice, all bad, so you choose the good one, someone who is good for society. It's okay. If we are the all Muslim is the bad, so there is no anything. If there is the alternative, you have to. For example, you say the chicken not good. We have mutton. We have vegetable. We have other food. So it's something. If there is the alternative, if there is no alternative, there is no choice.
No, in the ayat, when you refer to that like protector, I mean it means like an ally and not like a regular friend, right?
Not regular friend. This Allah Ta'ala mentioned wali. Wali is the dili dost जो कहते हैं जिसको दिल की खबर भी आप बताते हैं ना इस तरह जो होते हैं वो जुबानी तौर पर तो बहुत सारे दोस्त हो जाते हैं मैंने कहा या मेरी दोस्त है ये आप जो है उनसे थोड़ा सा काम करने के लिए बिजनेस करने के लिए वो ओके जो दिली दोस्त नहीं बनाने के लिए कुरान में जो है वो अल्लाह हम तो जिस तरह इंडिया वगैरह में भी कहते हैं ना ये इंडियन मुस्लिम फ्रेंडशिप है ये है वो तो जुबान वो दिखाते हैं पॉलिटिक्स है वो सही है उसका भी मसला नहीं
This ayah, I heard in Uzbekistan from one child, if you are borrowing money and in difficulty returning this money, if you ask help from Allah reading this ayah, it will help you.
Oh, inshallah, why not? If the all Quran is the like dua. If you read this dua in difficulties, Allah can help you support you.
Second one is about next ayah. There is تخرج الحي من الميت تخرج الميت من الحي. The first beginning is coming from the living to come out of death. Usually, death comes from living.
So this one Allah Ta'ala mentioned, for example, living, for example, insan. Okay, this one came from the many of the semen. So this is the death, it's coming life. So but this death also some mention come from life, from insan. Like the egg, it's coming from birth, from this again the life. So this Allah Ta'ala wanted to mention this all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even the one person became Muslim, then became kafir, kafir became Muslim, this all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thank you.